with Roy Atkinson, who needs no introduction. So many of you already know him and love him already from all of his years with HDI, so it's wonderful to sit here with you. We have a different reason to talk today. He is going to be one of the sessions at our digital event, the customer experience, but the whole notion about self-service and social support. And he is certainly the perfect person to talk about that. And I want to ask you first, is this just all hype, or is this really something that's evolving on behalf of the customer?
I think it's not hype. It's demonstrably not hype. There are companies that have really gone down the road of customer focus, and especially in a social way. They've become very social businesses. They have great contacts with their customers through all kinds of social channels. Their employees are involved in social interactions, and those companies are succeeding, and they're really cutting-edge companies in a lot of cases. And so it's definitely not hype. It's really taking off, and it's going to be fun to talk about how some of this works in relation to some of the traditional problems and stumbling blocks that we face in support centers.
Well, when it comes to evaluating the effectiveness of those channels, we're so locked into phone metrics. How do organizations have to measure the effectiveness of that and the satisfaction in these other channels?
Well, there's a couple of things that are going on. First of all, there's a great article in our resources by Rick Joslin, our Executive Director of Training Certification, about level 0 solvable and how to determine when it's a good time, when it's the appropriate time to publish self-service knowledge. And I'm going to talk about that, LZS, level 0 solvable. I'm going to talk about password reset, which is one of the common self-service methods, but oddly enough, there's a paradox involved. And when you put self-service into password reset, a lot of time the number of calls goes up instead of down. And I'll explain why that is. And there are also a lot of companies now that are looking at different ways to measure satisfaction. Traditional customer satisfaction, CSAT scores, have been around for a long time. Pretty much everybody's used them. But now there's some question about whether they're accurate and whether they really measure the things that matter to customers. And so there's a lot of people looking at the Net Promoter Score, even for internal use, and also something that's relatively new called the Customer Effort Score. And I'll talk about all of those.
Oh, this is definitely a do not miss on-demand session. And I want to brag on Roy just a little bit. You may not know that he was just recognized as one of the top influencers worldwide on customer service and on all the social channels. In fact, number 18 in the world. So I'm sitting here with a pretty powerful guy. So very nice, Roy. And you're going to actually be leading our social interaction at the digital event. Give us a little hint of what that experience is going to be.
Well, it's a great venue for people to talk to each other. We have terrific tools that are built right into the digital event space. A lot of times if you go to an online event, there's no way for you to directly interact with the people who are also in that event. You can tweet them and they may tweet you back, but that's going outside. There's a group interaction and a dynamic that builds in this because of the tools that we have. And I've got some great chat stars, well known to the HDI community, who are going to come in, and we're really going to develop the interactions and help people out and point them in the right directions if we can, and really help to get the experience of the digital event to be something really special.
Oh, and you're going to bring that dynamic in a tremendous way. Thank you so much, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you.
You're very welcome.
All right.